They're right to run now. They're off away. Stepped away well, Thunder Prince from the inside. But there is pace from Super Love and Winning Champion towards the inside. Speedy Smarty Fun Elite also rallying forward. It's very compact into the first turn. Silver Spurs is very wide, but Winning Champion has ultimately found the front into that first turn. King Oberon wide and a little awkward there, followed around by Little Monster, and then came Turbo Jeffries back on the inside. Blazing Beam second from last, and Loving Vibes is the last one. Pace is fairly solid as they run onto the 650 metres. And Winning Champion is the leader. Over Speedy Smarty second. Silver Spurs got across to be third, but he's covered ground throughout. From the favourite Thunder Prince, who's over on the inside fourth. Next is Fun Elite, but he's under pressure. Round the outside is Winning Money, and then came Turbo Jeffries. He's been heeled along. Well back in the field as they swing and go as King Oberon and Little Monster down the outside. It is Winning Champion in front. 200 metres left to go. Speedy Smarty to his outside. The favourite Thunder Prince rallying through on the inside. Here he is for Purton. He's dashed on through the favourite. It's all over bar the shouting in the Lusitano Challenge Cup. A way to break your maiden status. A facile victory there for Thunder Prince. Second over, Winning Champion. Third across was Speedy Smarty, and Little Monster might have run fourth down the outside. He came from a long way back. King Oberon, Winning Money, Silver Spurs, Loving Vibes, Turbo Jeffries, and then came Blazing Beam, Super Love amongst the tail enders, with the last one, Fun Elite. Easy as you like. The favourite home at 2.2. Zach Purton and Jamie Richards, the second long-standing maiden to win tonight. He being a worldwide maiden, and he's delivered here over Winning Champion, who was second across the line. And that's the way they've gone to the post here in the Lusitano Challenge Cup. Hard held there by Purton. He was off a Jumbo Blessing. They're ready at the 1,000. And the field of dispatch, they're away and racing. Jumbo Blessing back to near last with Top Spin King. And Beauty Show, one of the first out. King Prophet right there. Harmony Fire, Happy United, Day Victory. Then came Crystal Powerful, Grand Nova, Jumbo Blessing. Next is E Ho Ho, who's back in the field and wide as they pass the big rock at the 700. Then came Hyana Star, followed by Healthy, and Top Spin King, the last one. Beauty Show copping some pressure here from King Prophet. They're a length and a half clear on Harmony Fire, one off around Happy United. E Ho Ho, No Luck, three wide. From Day Victory, Grand Nova, Crystal Powerful. Jumbo Blessing is a long way back with Healthy. It's Beauty Show in the straight, heading to the final 200 metres. Produces a good kick here with King Prophet on his outside. Getting through late as they come on down as Grand Nova. Beauty Show, he needs the post. King Prophet, Grand Nova, Happy United driving, but it is King Prophet catching. King Prophet is one. Backed and delivered. He's done it in style here from barrier 12 for Ellis Wong for Danny Shum, and he's taken out the sixth on the card. Second, we had Beauty Show in a photo with Grand Nova. It all got very tight for Grand Nova over the final stages, and Harmony Fire was arriving on the scene late in the piece there as well. Happy United might have got chopped out in all of that, followed by Jumbo Blessing, and then came Day Victory. E Ho Ho, Healthy well back, as too was Top Spin King, Hyana Star, and Crystal Powerful. King Prophet 6.8 and 2, backed in from they're racing, away they go. He was only fairly away, Skycap, from the centre of the line. Red Elegance away well with Candlelight Dinner and CASA of Honour up on the outside. Skycap being niggled along early, and through on the inside is Copper Core. Right behind them, Horsepower from Blue Illusion. And then came Sparkling Fellow, Together We Value. Bunter Baby very wide at the rock at the back end of the field with Central Bank. And 6 lengths away to the last one, Double Money, forget about him. Off the back they come, and it is CASA of Honour. Brown Lamp to the market, leading here on the outside of Candlelight Dinner at the 400 metres. Skycap stalks them, followed by Copper Core. Horsepower, Red Elegance, Bunter Baby, Blue Illusion, Together We Value, Central Bank. But in the centre of the track it is CASA of Honour. CASA of Honour running a race here. Leads by a length and a half, if not two, on Candlelight Dinner. Horsepower, Skycap, Red Elegance. CASA of Honour starting to tiptoe. Back on the inside is Candlelight Dinner. Horsepower late, backed and delivered. CASA of Honour. All of of the way from barrier 12. Another wide draw here over the 1,000 metres has prevailed. Matthew Poon and Michael Chang from Horsepower, Candlelight Dinner, Skycap together. We value Bunter Baby arriving late. Red Elegant through between runners. And then behind those runners, we had Central Bank, followed by Blue Illusion, Copper Core not too far away, Sparkling Fellow, and he was one of the last ones with double money, never in the hunt. 21-1 back. Race number 8. 1,800 metres down to the post and a lap of the track they're racing, and the Auspicious, one of the last to leave the machine. Ace War back along with Mighty Strength, and out fast was So You Will. Packing Fighter out wider, Live and Let Live. Now Highland Rahi is just behind the speed here, but is hunting up over on the inside, but is probably going to be crossed here down to the winning post by Live and Let Live, who's attempting to, but Highland Rahi now kicking up. Behind Packing Fighter is China Win, Violet Star, and then came over on the inside to Mission Giant, tracked along by Nurja, and then came back in the field. Excellent value from the Auspicious, Ace War, and the last one is Mighty Strength as they head out past the 1,200 metres. 13-2 the lead section, well inside standard. They backed it off a little bit, a 10th outside the second section, 23-1. Live and Let Live is the leader by 2 lengths on Highland Rahi, who didn't lead tonight. Round the outside is Packing Fighter. He's covered some ground, and they're followed by So You Will, China Win, and next on the inside is Violet Star, followed by Mission Giant as they run past the 800 metres, 24-1-8, so they're still humming along. Next to Mission Giant is Nurja, followed by the Auspicious, Excellent Value, Mighty Strength, and the favourite Ace War is back at the end of the field. It is Live and Let Live, out by a length and a quarter, coming off the back straight. Over Packing Fighter, Highland Rahi, So You Will, hard ridden fourth, China Win scrubbed along on the rail. Then came Violet Star. Leaders got them all chasing here off the bit. From Mission Giant, Nurja, the Auspicious well back. Ace War's a country mile off them. Live and Let Live down to the final 250 metres. Has set sail for home. Up against the rail. Over Packing Fighter, China Win. Look at the Auspicious rocketing through late after Live and Let Live. Ace War as well. The Auspicious with Ace War. Oh, here's a win. The Auspicious has come from a country mile back to knock them off here. The Auspicious. A terrific win for Alexi Badel over Ace War and Live and Let Live. And then came China Win in a photo with Mission Giant, Packing Fighter, Nurja. Then came So You Will, followed by Highland Rahi well back, Mighty Strength, Excellent Value. Well back as well was Violet Star, and he would have been one of the last ones to run through. Wow, there's a win. Tip your hat to Mark McNamara, his best tonight, backed as well and delivers here. 19s into 10s, brown lamped, and went past a lot of them in the coming up at the weekend. Set and racing in the last, and Jubilant when it was about one of the first to leave from the centre of the line. Wings of War, Packing Glory through on the inside. Wider is Sovereign Fun from Oreo and Kansas. Without Rhyme came next, Love Together, followed by Greater Bay, My Day, My Ways, well back in the field. Tracked along by Master of My Universe and Flying Fortress, the last one. Heading on to the 800 metres, they climb the rise, and the pace is just okay in front here, set by Jubilant Winner, a length clear on Sovereign Fund. Back on the inside third is Packing Glory, and then came Wings of War, Kansas. A break in the field to Oreo, Love Together. Without Rhyme, it's 2/3 down the field, 3 wide around Greater Bay, scrubbed along Master of My Universe, Flying Fortress and My Day, My Way. Coming up to the home turn, just over 300 to run in the last, and turning in first here is Jubilant Winner over Sovereign Fun, Packing Glory behind them, Wings of War, Oreo. Back behind them is Canvas, Flying Fortress looking to stay on, but they are still chasing the shadow of Jubilant Winner with 100 to go. Shows them a clean pair of heels from Oreo, dashing late, but it's a Richards double tonight, and Jubilant Winner leads them all of the way in the last and has beaten Oreo, who closed off nicely over the final stages. There as well it was for Photos third, Sovereign Fund who boxed on, Wings of War, Packing Glory close up. Next in was Flying Fortress, Love Together, Greater Bay, Master of My Universe, My Day, My Way, Kansas, and at the back end of the field Without Rhyme. 9 the winner. Alexi Badel finishes the night with a flourish here. 2 winners, and Jubilant Winner's gone off at 13-1. So some juicy odds to finish the night. He was first out of the gates, got his head out first, found the front, and he's been too good.